Okay, so hey guys, so tonight I wanted to share with you my October beauty favorites. So I wasn't going to shoot this tonight because I wanted to wear a cuter outfit with like a red lip. So I was going to do it tomorrow. But it is harder for me to film when my sister is here because I never know when they're coming back. She has been staying here for her show, but her last show is on Sunday. Then she goes back to the city for a little while, and I will have my room back to myself. I mean, it's not like she's staying in my room, but and also forgive if my makeup looks a little weird. I think my makeup looks pretty good still, but I was watching a movie with my mom and my brother, and it makes me cry. So I was trying to keep my makeup on as much as possible. But when I looked in the mirror, it looked fine, so I didn't touch it up. I just touched up my lipstick. So anyway, let's jump right into the favorites. Not that anybody cares like what my family is doing right now. So first, I wanted to talk about a primer. And I usually just go in the order of what I actually put my makeup, of how I actually put my makeup on. That's how I do my favorites. But I've been really loving this primer recently. I just started getting back into it and now I haven't been able to stop using it. It's the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer in the Smoothing Primer. I use this with my Smashbox Primer Water. I don't really have to mention the Smashbox Primer Water and like show it to you because you guys know I love that. But I love using the Smashbox Primer Water with a liquid, like solid liquid primer. So I used to use the Too Faced Primed and Poreless, but then I ran out of that and now I've just been using this. I only own like 4 or 5 primers and I just feel like primers are so expensive to splurge on sometimes that you really want to get one you know like has great reviews, and this one is definitely the one for Makeup Forever that had like everybody raving about it, and it really is awesome. I really, really love this primer, so I've been using that like almost every day to prime my foundation. Then the next thing, I'm just going to jump right in and talk about it right away because this is probably my favorite product of the month. I didn't really start utilizing this until the past like 2 weeks, and now I love mixing it in with everything. This is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Moonstone, the liquid version. Now, obviously, this is a liquid highlight, so what you're usually supposed to do is, use it with a beauty blender and highlight, the tops of your cheekbones, your T-zone, and, above your brow. Yeah, that's all great and nice, but sometimes we just don't have time to highlight like that. I mean, like, when I'm getting ready in the morning, I don't have time for liquid highlighters. So what I've been doing with this is what everybody else pretty much does with it. I do have the NARS illuminator that I used to do this with, but now I've been doing it with this, and it's just so gorgeous. I mix this in with my foundations, and today I mixed it with the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, and I am obsessed with the finish that it gave me. I feel like my skin looks so glowy and beautiful, so I am definitely loving this. I can't believe I didn't start using this more often, so this has definitely been a huge favorite of mine this month. Also, the pressed versions are also, my favorites still. I still can't stop using Champagne Pop, and Opal is definitely my other go-to. So these are always my go-to highlighters. These pretty much don't change. I use these like twice or even 3 times a week. I just never can get enough of them. I'm not wearing it today. I am wearing a different highlight, but we'll get into more highlights later. Actually, let's just talk about them now since we're already on the topic. And highlighters are like my favorite things to apply. I absolutely love highlighters. But this month I've been very, very into gold highlights and gold eyeshadows and stuff like that. That I decided to pick up 2 gold highlighters. You don't really need both of these. They're pretty much almost the same. One is darker than the other one though. And if you can find MAC's Oh Darling, these are really good alternatives to that highlighter. So the first one is one that's like usually always sold out at Ulta, but I found it in the store a couple weeks ago. I did haul it for you guys. This one is the Laura Geller Baked Gelato I cannot talk. Baked Gelato Swirl Illuminator in Gilded Honey. I was like swole. I am wearing this one today. As you can see, it is such a beautiful, beautiful highlight. I love it. It's just really, really subtle. It's like a subtle but beautiful glow. It might have faded a little bit, but again, I just didn't reapply it. I just really liked how my skin looked right now, so I just didn't decide to reapply it again. But this is a great, great highlighter, so I've definitely been using that a lot. Basically, when I got these two highlighters, I switched on and off from using both of them like at least a couple weeks. And the other one is definitely one that's always sold out in Macy's stores, but you can find it on the website. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Illuminator in So Hollywood. You can find these on Anastasia.com, and she has stock of them. So usually, like, it's very hard to find Anastasia products when like a department store doesn't have them. It's hard to find them on her website because she doesn't have all of the stock either, and then like Macy's sometimes has more stock than her, so it's kind of annoying. But she had all of the colors in stock on Anastasia.com, so I was like, I might as well just order it on there because I get free shipping, and then I don't have to go all the way out to Roosevelt Fields and waste gas just to see if they have a highlighter. So I just decided to order it online, so, you know, it's just easier that way. So I did order So Hollywood. I'm like, So Hollywood. And it's gorgeous. I love this highlighter. I just wore it yesterday, and I love it. It's just so beautiful. I'm going to swatch both of them for you. But I do swatch these in the haul video that I bought both of these because I hauled them in the same video. But I'll just show you really, really quickly, and then we'll get into eyeshadow favorites because I have a lot. Yeah, they look very, very similar next to each other, almost the same. This one is So Hollywood, and this one is Gilded Honey right here. As you can see, pretty much the same, but they are so beautiful that I needed both of them. I don't know what it's been with me and gold highlights recently. I've just been loving them. So that is it for highlighters. So let's get into actually a spray that I've been obsessed with, and then we'll get into eyeshadows. I have been obsessed with the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus. I know that people have had this for such a long time, and I finally decided to pick it up at MAC a couple of weeks ago, and I love it. I picked it up specifically for my Makeup Geek foiled shadows, and it keeps your foiled shadows in place and keeps the pigment on fleek all day. And I don't care if people say that people use that word way too much because it's true. So I'm just going to jump right in and show you my Makeup Geek foiled shadows and dual chrome shadows that I've been loving this month. I know I mention these in every single video, but I don't care because they are my favorite shades to wear lately. So I have been absolutely obsessed with using these with MAC Fix Plus, and I just can't believe it's helped my foiled shadow stay on the lid a lot better. But not just that, it just helps the pigmentation so much more because I found when I just used, you know, just a brush, it wasn't really doing much. So, I mean, it was, but I was expecting these, like the foiled shadows and the dual chromes, to give me the straight up pigmentation that the ColourPop shadows give me, because those are amazing, and you only need to use your finger for those. I don't even have to use MAC Fix Plus for those because they're so pigmented and so beautiful. And I'm not saying that these aren't pigmented because they are gorgeous on their own, but they're even more amazing with MAC Fix Plus. Like, if you don't own MAC Fix Plus and you're debating on getting it, you should definitely get it because it is amazing. So obviously I'm obsessed with my usual shades. Starry Eyed is still my favorite inner corner highlight. I use it all the time in the inner corners, but I do use these four shadows so much in the inner corners. I used Magic Act in the inner corners today. I just find that these are super intense and what I want in my inner corners. I also love the dual chrome shadows in I'm Peachless and Mai Tai in my inner corners. So beautiful. But the shadow I've definitely been the most obsessed with this month is Showtime. I told you before that I wanted to get more use out of this shadow last month, and I definitely did this past month. I used it at least a couple of times in fall looks, and it is the perfect fall shade. It is so beautiful. Also, I really been loving these two colors. I did use them recently, and also Pegasus I used recently, so I find myself constantly going back to these. So I did get, again, a lot of use out of them this past month. And then I did use the majority of the dual chrome shadows. I pretty much have used all of them except for one. And obsessed. They're beautiful, amazing. I love them so much. My favorite shades are, I believe this one is Ritzy, Typhoon, and Havoc. Oh my god. Typhoon is the best one, I think, because this one reminds me of excuse me, of the quality of the foiled shadows. I feel like it's just a foiled dual chrome shadow. It's crazy. I love this color. And also, the only one I wasn't able to use was Secret Garden. I still haven't used this one yet, but I am intending on using it soon, hopefully when I wear like something green. But I have used this with like olive green colors that I wear, and I really, really love it. And definitely Karma and Voltage are beautiful colors. The only ones that I would say were duds, I would say Phantom and, is that Phantom? No, Rockstar and Phantom. Phantom is actually pretty on the lids, but it gives like it does still gives that dual chrome effect, but Phantom I actually didn't wear on the lids yet. I haven't gotten a chance to, because usually when I wear gray, I go with high wire on the lids, and I actually am going to wear that tomorrow because I am going to wear gray tomorrow with a red lip, and I can't wait to wear my Lime Crime Velveteen and Wicked because I haven't been able to wear it yet, so I've been dying to wear my red lipsticks. But yeah, pretty much I love these. I just wanted to swatch Typhoon. It is just amazingly, amazingly gorgeous. I love it. This one is Typhoon right here. I know that's a terrible swatch, but it is just absolutely beautiful. That's definitely been my favorite. And then Showtime has been my favorite for the foiled shadows. And I love it. It's so beautiful. I know these basically look like Christmas. And then I did use Untamed and Fortune Teller for my for Halloween, because I was Belle for Halloween, and I thought Fortune Teller was perfect because it's yellow just like her dress, and it looked so awesome. I absolutely love that color. It's beautiful. And I love throwing on I'm Peachless and Mai Tai in the inner corners, like I said, and also Voltage or Karma. They look so pretty. And I actually did throw Ritzy in the inner corners once, and it was really beautiful. And oh yeah, I've been loving this black light color as well. I actually did get use out of this, and I've used it twice already, and I love it. It's very hard for me to do colorful looks sometimes because I'm either getting ready right after work to see my boyfriend, so I wear like something neutral like this and just wear something else that will go with that, or I decide to go all out and do color, which is only usually on like Thursdays when I see him, because every other day I work, so like I'm usually mostly doing my neutral looks. So let's jump into a couple more Makeup Geek shadows. These are obviously the ones, sorry that this palette's going to be super messy when I show it to you. I just like use the crap out of this Beaches and Cream color. As you can see, it's pretty much almost done. I'm just going to like blow it off. There we go. But I've been loving these. My favorite shade has definitely been Bitten. I used this at least a few times this past month, and I love it. It is so gorgeous. It is just the perfect fall shade. It's like so essential for the fall time, I'm telling you. It is just beautiful. It does have a little bit of a, let's give that a proper swatch. Why not? This is Bitten right here. It basically is like a matte version of Showtime, and it's so beautiful. And then I've also been really loving Desert Sands, which is one of Jaclyn Hill's favorites, and Chickadee. I do like Simply Marlena. Glamorous. I also really love Rapunzel, actually. These four are great. Simply Marlena I like, but I haven't been able to play around with it too much. I didn't use it on the lid yet, but I did like it in the crease when I used it. Glamorous is probably the one that I don't really like as much. I was kind of disappointed in this one. I like it, but it's not like as amazing as the other shades. Like Shimma Shimma is like one of my ride or die shades. It's beautiful, but when I got starry-eyed, it took the place of Shimma Shimma. But Shimma Shimma is a beautiful inner corner highlight if you first get Makeup Geek shadows and you're too scared to try the foiled shadows, which believe me, you should, because you are going to love yourself for trying them. But Shimma Shimma is your shade if you first try Makeup Geek shadows. It's just the perfect inner corner highlight. But Desert Sands is definitely beautiful as well. I just haven't been able to play around with it as much. But Rapunzel is beautiful on the brow bone. I've definitely used that a few times on the brow bone. So those are everything from Makeup Geek. I mean, I'm just a Makeup Geek girl. I'm sorry. I love them. Then we'll get into two other eyeshadow palettes. Now, as you guys know, I did go eyeshadow crazy these past couple of weeks, and I did pick up a few palettes. But this palette is so good. I am so impressed with this. I really thought it was just going to be another high-end palette that I was like, oh, whatever. It's like the same quality as the Marc Jacobs one. I actually regret buying that Marc Jacobs one, and I fully love that I bought this. This is the MAC eyeshadow times 15 warm neutrals palette. I am obsessed with this. I've used this at least 5 times this month since I've gotten it, and I love it. I think it's so good. I think that the colors are super blendable, and like, I mean, people know that MAC shadows are great quality. Even though some people say Makeup Geek shadows are better quality, and I would have to say my Makeup Geek shadows are better than these, but the quality of, you know, eyeshadows in a palette vary from the singles like these, you know, like this color right here, which I'm going to share with you in a minute. But the quality usually is worse when it's put into a palette than it is for the singles. You know what I'm saying, right? Which is weird because, like, why wouldn't you think that they would put the same quality in their palettes as they do in their single shadows? Like, wouldn't you think they would put the same quality in them so you can fall in love with the palette as much as you love your single shadows? Obviously, somebody who has the single shadows isn't going to go out and buy this full palette just to have it, but if you decided to fill this yourself, it is a pretty penny, and you get this pre-made palette for half the price, and these are amazing. My favorite is Amber Lights. I think this color is gorgeous. Oh my god, it's just like, it's beautiful. I love this color. Like, look at that color right there. I know this is like a classic MAC shade, but it's new to me and I love it. So this is Amber Lights right there. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. I also love Saddle, which again is a standard MAC shade that a lot of people have. And then also, what is the other color? This color right here, and this is called Butter Fudge. I use these two almost every time I use this palette in the crease. They are gorgeous, so I've been loving this palette so much. It's definitely a great buy. And then, of course, what would this video be without mentioning this palette, because I am obsessed with it. This is the Morphe 35O palette. This is my favorite palette this month. I would have to say I'm already fucking in love with it. Like, I love it. I've used it about 4 times already, and I'm obsessed. I wanted to use it again today so bad, but I decided to go with my Too Faced Vegas Nail palette today. But then on Saturday, I'm busting into this again. I might even use this on Friday too because I love it. It is so, so beautiful. The shadows are so blendable. They are like a warm eyeshadow lover's dream. I absolutely love warm looks. I am a warm look girl. So this palette is amazeballs. I am just obsessed with it. And I have to show you my favorite shade in the palette. I didn't think this would be my favorite shade. I'm going to swatch a few other ones. But this is like a hidden gem right here. Do you see this color right here? That's like, you kind of think in the pan, it's like, oh, it's just like another, like metallic-y tan shade. Like I don't have enough of those in my collection. But no, wait. When I was looking at it, I was like, I kind of see a little bit of pink reflex in there. Let's see how it looks. I wore this yesterday, and I fell in love with this color. Look at this. And then I'm going to swatch it, okay? I'm going to swatch it. All right? You're not ready for this. You're really, really not. So this is what it looks like on my finger. I decided to switch fingers because I felt like I still had too much green on that other finger. And I'm going to swatch it right here. I'm going to do 2 swipes. Right here. Like, shut up, right? Do you see that, like, dual chrome effect? It has, like, a green-pink tint to it. It reminds me so much of the ColourPop highlighter in Monster. But I was like, are you for real, Morphe? Like, you decided to throw a dual chrome shade in here and, like, not tell anyone? Because it is so beautiful. I love it. And then I also like, oh, these shimmery shades are so beautiful. I actually want to swatch this one because I don't think I've even dipped my finger in this yet. And it looks so gorgeous. I need to use this shade. Like, I need to. This color right here, oh my god, so gorgeous. And then definitely these two shades, these orangey metallic shades on the bottom, they're so beautiful. Like, this is a fall lover's dream. And these are one swipe of these. That's that, like, bronzy, orangey color, and that's that reddish color. Oh my god, it's so gorgeous. Right? So, if you can get your hands on these, I highly suggest you do because this palette is bomb. I love it. So yeah, that is it for eyeshadow. Actually, there's one single eyeshadow I want to mention. This is the MAC eyeshadow satin finish in Shroom. I didn't really think that I needed this, but after looking at it in the MAC store and after comparing Nylon and Mylar next to it, because I know those are like their most popular highlight shades, you know, for the brow bone. But this is Jaclyn Hill's favorite brow bone highlight, and I was like, I actually have been going back and watching like all of Jaclyn's tutorials on YouTube, and I'm almost done with watching all of them. I've never seen all of them, so that's why I wanted to watch all of them. And she uses this highlight shade in like every single video that I was like, I kind of need you, okay? I need you. So this is the color right here. Obviously, a lot of people know what this looks like. It kind of reminds me of that dual chrome shade. Holy crap, my computer just went off. Give me a second. Sorry about that. It just went right to screensaver. But it's a beautiful, like, white color. Let's see how similar it is to that color. I'm actually, like, really curious. Oh, no, it's totally different. It's definitely much more matte, but it's so beautiful. That is Shroom right up here. See how beautiful that color is? So, like, everybody basically knows what this color looks like. So, let's move on. I feel like I've been talking for, like, 10 years already. So the next things are actually a couple things from the drugstore. I know. When do I go to the drugstore? Like, never. But, like, because I buy ColourPop and Makeup Geek if I want to spend money on inexpensive stuff that I know is going to be awesome quality rather than, like, going out and buying, like, a bunch of cheap palettes and being disappointed in something. But I've been hearing so many good things about certain drugstore concealers that I really wanted to try some. And I am loving these. I love them. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in Fair, and this is the Maybelline Super Stay Better Skin Camouflage Corrector Concealer in Ivory. These are so good. I'm wearing the Better Skin one right now, and I love it, right? And isn't it so pretty on? So the reason why I decided to pick up some drugstore concealers because one, I wanted to try a new one because I just feel like I've fallen into such a rut by using my Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer all the time. It is still my favorite one, but I actually have been switching out between using that and my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. I have been using this again, and I still really love this under the eyes. It's still beautiful under the eyes. The only problem with this one is that I wish it had like a doe foot applicator because then I would use it so much more. And also this one is the most high coverage concealer I have, obviously. I mean, hello, like this is complete full coverage. Like they are not kidding with this concealer. Like if you need full coverage, you go with the MAC Pro Longwear because it is not going anywhere. It'll last all day, and it's a great concealer. But the only problem is that, like, if you apply too much here, if you apply too much here, it just is too much sometimes. So, and since my nose gets very dry and it's super sensitive to foundation, like if I apply too much on my nose, it will break up or it will start drying out so quickly. So I have to be very careful. So if I use something like this, then that doesn't really happen. But this I usually just use just under my eyes, and then I use the MAC Prep and Prime around the rest of my face. But enough about that. Let's get back onto these. So the reason why I got this one is because, like I said before, I think I shared this when I bought it in my haul video, that I don't want to be carrying around my Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer on the go because I would be afraid to lose it. So I was like, let me see if I can find a good drugstore concealer because then I wouldn't be worried about, you know, losing a $4 or $5 concealer. but I actually am loving these. I've been using this Maybelline Fit Me Concealer a lot when I go to the gym. I just feel like it looks so super natural. As you can see, I've been showing some love to it. But I think it's really, really great. I've been really liking this so far. So I definitely like that. And then also this one I just got a few days ago after I got some more Neutrogena makeup wipes from Target, and I've been loving this too. This is very natural. The Maybelline Fit Me ones, the Maybelline concealers are so weightless and so like sheer and medium coverage, and it's just, they're so gorgeous. They blend out so easily. So if you're looking for some cheap drugstore concealers, definitely go with one of those two because you cannot go wrong. And then, what was the other thing I wanted to show you? Oh yeah, there's another product from the drugstore that I have been loving. But I've been wanting to try this mascara for such a long time. This is the L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black Mascara. I am actually wearing it right now. And your girl is going to touch up right now because I feel like I don't have enough lashes right now. It's probably really dried out now, but whatever. Like, my lashes are not on fleek anymore. But it's, like, look how much, like, volume it gives my lashes. I really love this. It has such a like interesting brush. I've never used a brush like this ever. It's like this really, really, really thin brush, and I was like, I don't know if I'm really gonna like this. I'm like, what the hell is this? But it's so awesome for curling your lashes. I've been loving this. I got this because of Carly Bible. I don't love Carly Bible because there are like a couple of things that annoy me about her. Because like she did make a couple of comments on a certain video about Gerard Cosmetics. I don't like Gerard Cosmetics, and she was like defending the founder like up and down about something that was a little bit shady. But I do like her videos. She is very good at makeup, so I do like her, and I am subscribed to her, but she's not my favorite. But this is like her tried and true mascara. She uses this in every video, so I was like, I need to give this a try, and I love it. So, and I also really want to try the L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara as well, because that's Nicole Guerrero's like tried and true. So let's try and move this along more. So let's jump into some brush favorites. So, as you guys know, I did place an order on Morphe.com, and I did get a few brushes. So the first one is the Morphe M439 brush. I actually haven't been using this too much, but I do really like it when I use it. But I'm just so obsessed with my Beauty Blender. I feel like it gives the most beautiful finish to everything that it's really hard for me to use something else because I just love it. But this is very soft. It gives a very nice coverage, so I've definitely been liking that. I do try and use it when I can, but sometimes I don't use it as much as I would like to. Then the next brush is the Morphe M433 brush. As you guys know, I think I talked about this in my haul video or like another video or something, that this is an exact dupe for the MAC 217 brush, and I actually ended up returning that brush because I liked this brush a lot more. And this brush is only $5, and the MAC 217 is $25, so I will take my $5 brush. Thank you very much. And as you can see, this has been shown a lot of love. I've been using this every single day, and I absolutely love it. The MAC one I would consider a regret because I thought it was way too rough. So I ended up returning it. And then also the infamous Morphe M501 brush is another favorite. This applies your highlight absolutely perfectly. I just absolutely love this brush. I'm seeing that there's a little bit excess highlight on here to put that highlight back on fleek again. I know that's a little weird, but whatever. But this is definitely an amazing highlighter brush. I'm glad I finally have a good highlighter brush. I mean, I love the IT Cosmetics one, but I wanted to try a cheaper one, and everybody raves about that Morphe brush, so I love it. And then this is a little bit weird, but this is a Crown Oval Concealer brush. This is the C224 brush. I did get this in an Ipsy Glam bag, and I use it to apply my brow bone highlight because I've been seeing a lot of people use flat top brushes for their brow bone, and even some girls use concealer brushes for their brow bone because I feel like it applies it easier. And I've been using it for that, and I actually have not used this for concealer at all. I was going to use it with my MAC Pro Longwear, but I love it for the brow bone, so that's what I've been using it for. Okay, let's jump into some blush favorites. So this is probably my favorite blush this month, besides obviously Becca's Wild Honey. I do have Wild Honey right here. This is still my go-to blush, still my tried and true. I love it, but I don't really have to show it to you. I just wanted to mention it again. I wear it all the time. I mean, come on. But the other one that I found myself wearing so much, especially when I would do pink lips, but even when I was doing like a neutral look, is Makeup Geek's Spellbound right here. I love it. I am actually wearing it today. And I just feel like it looks so natural. It might have faded a little bit, but I love it. I think it's so beautiful. It's just the perfect like nude pink color. And also I have been loving Bliss. I have worn this a couple times too. This was my blush when I was staying over people's houses because I would always bring this with me. And obviously I would wear a peach blush for everyday looks, and I was loving that for that. And then I also did get to wear Head Over Heels a couple of times this past week, and I love that one too. So the Makeup Geek blushes are definitely been one of my favorites. And then a couple more blush favorites. Two, of course, actually three from MAC, because I did go on a huge MAC run lately, as you guys know. I'm pretty sure that I mentioned these two in my last favorites. This is MAC's Mineralized Blush in Warm Soul. This is absolutely beautiful. And also MAC's Sheer Tone Shimmer Blush in Sunbask, which is Stephanie Nicole's like favorite blush ever. And I absolutely love it. It is beautiful. So this one is a shimmer blush. This one is a mineralized blush. And then I also did pick up MAC's Powder Blush in Melba. And oh my god, this blush is beautiful. I've been wearing it on and off with another blush all week because this has been the newest blush I picked up. And I love it. They do look very similar, but actually when you swatch them and look at them together, they really don't look that similar. See if you can see that. It is similar to Warm Soul, but I think that Sunbask is very similar to Warm Soul. But I don't think Sunbask and Melba look the same when you actually look at them side by side. So I just have been on a huge neutral blush kick. I know I don't need this many neutral blushes, but I wanted to try a lot more MAC ones as I'm dropping everything. And I really have been loving them. And then another blush I've been loving is NARS's blush in Madly. I have worn it a couple of times. I can't believe how long it took me to actually pick up this blush, but I love it. I'm obsessed with it. It is so beautiful. It is like the perfect nude blush. It has so much pigment to it, but it blends out so beautifully, and it doesn't have a flat look like other nude blushes do. It's just absolutely perfect. I love it. And then just an eyeliner favorite really quickly. This is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Slide On Eye Pencil in Asphyxia. I actually haven't even worn Electric yet, but I did get a lot of use out of this one the past week. And I love it. It goes on the waterline so beautifully. And it has this amazing dual chrome effect to it. I just have been loving it. I absolutely love this liner. And they're so super creamy. And then a foundation favorite. I forgot to mention this earlier. This is the Marc Jacobs Remarkable Full Coverage Concentrate Foundation. I am in the color Ivory Light. I would have said that this would have been a regret because it's very expensive and I didn't really automatically fall in love with it. But after trying it a few times, I actually am liking it now. I am wearing the Giorgio Armani foundation today, and I actually am going to try out the YSL Touche Éclat foundation tonight because I got a tester of it from Sephora, and I'm so excited to try it because I'm intending on picking it up on Friday for the Vibe sale, which I can't wait for. But after trying this a couple of times and not putting on half as much as I was doing before, because this is a full... They're not lying when they say this is full coverage because this is the most full coverage foundation I have. I don't even have to use the Cover FX Custom Cover Drops when I use this. But also because it's pretty much an exact match for my skin. I mean, like, it's basically white. The only thing I don't really like about it at all is the applicator. It's kind of annoying. It doesn't even squeeze out. You basically just have to, like, wipe it on your hand, which is not very sanitary, but whatever, because you're getting the germs from your hand in your foundation every single time. But, I mean, whatever. But I did wear a lot less of this recently. Like, I've only been putting on a couple drops on my face. And I have been really liking how it's been looking. The only thing I don't like is just sometimes a little bit around here does settle and does create a little bit of dry patches. Just a little bit. It's not like it's, oh my god, your face looks really dry. It's just a little bit and it bothers me, but not a lot of other people really notice it. But other than that, I probably wouldn't go out and purchase this foundation again, but I was just really curious to try it. I was going to return it if I end up liking the YSL one more. I might end up returning this. But the Makeup Junkie in me, since I now have like basically all the high-end foundations I really wanted to try, I will probably keep this and use it when I want to. And I actually did test it out all day yesterday, and I really did like how it was looking. So I'm on the fence about this, but I think part of me does really like it. Then some lip liners, and then we'll get into lip products. So 2 lip liners from ColourPop. These are the ColourPop Lippy Pencils in Oh Snap and Contempo. I am wearing Contempo today with the lipstick I'm wearing. I don't have too many lip product favorites because I am still trying out like a couple ones that I have, but I pretty much love most of the ones I did pick up. But I've been loving pairing these with most of these lipsticks that I'm going to share with you. Oh Snap is just perfect. I mean, I pair nude lip liners with most lipsticks that I don't know what to pair a lip liner with. So I don't have all the shades in the world of a lip liner, but I need more shades. I'm probably going to pick up a couple more from ColourPop, and I want a couple of their eyeliners actually. And I want like 2 more of their lippy sticks, and then I'm basically done with ColourPop for a really long time. But these are great. They did compare these to the quality of Urban Decay. I probably should have put this in Marc Jacobs in a dislikes video. I am going to mention a couple of regrets in this video really quickly. But the only thing I don't like about these is that the caps always come off, especially when I'm at work. They just come off in my pocket, and I'm not even really touching them too much. I know I'm always like rifling through my pockets at work, but I just find that the tops are always coming off, and that really bugs me because then they end up breaking off. So I know, but it hasn't happened in my purse. It's only happened at work, but that's a little bit annoying. And then my favorite lipstick this month. My favorite. Like, there is no comparison. This is my absolute favorite lipstick this month. This is the MAC Matte Velvet Teddy lipstick. Oh my god, I blame Tati for my obsession because this lipstick is amazing. It is just the perfect everyday nude. When I'm going to the gym, when I'm going somewhere and I don't know what lipstick to wear, or like, you know, I'm like, whatever, I just want to throw something on, this is my lipstick. This is my go-to. So this is Velvet Teddy right here. It's so beautiful. I just love it. Now, where is the other lipstick I wanted to talk about? Sorry. Then another MAC lipstick. This is MAC's MAC lipstick in Whirl. Love it. This is such a beautiful color. Again, if you're really afraid about dipping your toes into dark colors, but you kind of want to try them out, you should definitely go with Whirl. It is beautiful. Everybody has it for a reason. Then a couple of new lipsticks and a new brand that I tried that of course I'm going to have to mention in this video. These are the Makeup Monsters liquid lipsticks. This color is Raw. I do like this color a lot. I really, really do. Oh my god, there's so many products everywhere. Where are you? Alright, let's move my eyeshadow palettes. That's probably going to make a little bit more room. But the only thing is that I find that nudes do this a lot. I don't know what it is about nudes, but when you first apply them, you have to be very careful, or else like the product will transfer to your top lip if you don't let it dry all the way. Like, I shouldn't be sitting like with my mouth open for like a minute waiting for my lipstick to dry. It should dry right away. That's why I love ColourPop lipsticks so much, because those dry in like 20 seconds and you're good to go. But I really love these because these don't move. I find that they last incredibly long. But I just find that it does transfer a little bit to the top. But other than that, I love this lipstick. Then the one I'm wearing today is Cherry Moya. So beautiful, right? And these, like, if you find that you're like wiping away, or like you feel like you're wiping a little bit off of here, like you just feel like you have something around your mouth, and you check the mirror, it does not move. These do not smear. These are like absolutely smear proof. I love them. And then definitely my favorite one. This is my favorite one. This is Sedona. I can wear this all day, not drying at all. These two are a little bit drying. I'm finding this a little bit drying right now. I have been wearing it since 11:30 this morning, so your girl needs to go take off her makeup after this. But I definitely have been liking these, but this one has definitely been my favorite. If you don't have Sedona and you really are curious about trying these out, pick up Sedona. This is definitely the best one. And then just some Color Perp lipsticks and a Lime Crime one. So this one is Lime Crime Velveteen in Pumpkin. I did wear this on Halloween to work, and I was obsessed with it. The color is perfect, like absolutely perfect. I love it. I'm not going to swatch it. I don't have any room. But that is beautiful. I haven't been able to try Wicked or Salem yet, but I am going to. I might not actually share my dislikes in this video because this video is way too long already. And then also, Dose of Colors Truffle is a very beautiful everyday shade. I actually have been liking this one a lot better. I did say that these weren't my favorite formula, but I actually have been enjoying this one. It is really, really nice, and I really, really like the color. So that is actually a favorite because I have worn it like 3 times. And then the other two. These are probably my favorite lipsticks this month besides Velvet Teddy because I don't know what ColourPop did with the formula of the Ultra Matte Liquid Lipsticks, but I'm telling you, these are amazing. This is Instigator and this is Chili Chili. They have like this matte glow. They're not completely matte. They're like this matte, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like a matte shiny finish. And they don't move, and they are such beautiful colors, and they're really not half as drying as some of the other ones. I mean, I don't mind wearing them all day, but some people do. But I find that these products, that these new ones are gorgeous. Instigator, if you don't have this color, you need it because it's amazing. It's a beautiful orange shade. And Chili Chili, it looks like a really pretty, like, darker nude in the tube, but it is straight up really dark on your lips, and it is really, really beautiful. And then the last thing is an oldie but a goodie. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. I find myself using this so much now. I mean, like, this is pretty much almost empty. I might shoot an empties video right after this. But I am using this now because I ran out of the Chill Makeup Setting Spray, and this is only the setting spray I have right now, but also because I do love this. Like, I did use this before that. But I went through 2 full bottles of the Chill Makeup Setting Spray, and I'm basically almost done with this one too. I have to go pick up the Duo on UrbanDecay.com because you save like $20 picking up 2 of them rather than 1. Like, it's basically a no-brainer. But I love this. This makes your highlight so on fleek. It's not even funny. I didn't even know how much it helps your highlight. It's amazing. But yeah, I definitely am going to pick up 2 more of these. I do love this. It's not like I don't like it, but this has lasted me a long time. And then maybe I will just share like a couple of regrets. This one is pretty much a straight up regrets. This is the Morphe, oh my god. This is the Morphe M429 brush. This brush is like the roughest brush I've ever tried ever, and I can't even use it. So I'm a little bit upset that I got this brush. But I will probably pick up a couple more Morphe brushes on Morphe.com because I really am not pleased with this. It's so rough, and I really should have listened to other YouTubers and like looked at their recommendations on what other brushes are good for the crease for Morphe. And I just bought that one on a whim. I didn't even really do the research, and I found out that I hate it. So yeah, and then these tweezers from Ipsy, they don't do anything. These are from Crown Brushes, and for some reason, it does nothing for my eyebrows. I can't even get my eyebrows, like, I can't even catch the actual eyebrow hair to pluck it. They just don't work. I don't understand. And then Dose of Color Stone, they like completely changed the formula on this. I don't know why. It's just like weird, and I've only worn it once, and I probably will wear it again at some point to see if I change my thoughts about it, but it does not last as long as people say it does. It is not as smooth as people say it does. It's kind of in like one of my worst lipsticks. I like it, but I mean, the Anastasia is worse, but this is not really that much. It's okay. It's not amazing. And then the ColourPop Ultra Matte Lipstick in Avenue. This is my least favorite liquid lipstick from ColourPop. I'm getting so tired. I really need to cut this off. But I just find that this is crumbly. It doesn't really last as long as the other ColourPop lipsticks. I mean, the other ones are amazing. Tulle lasts so much longer than this lipstick. I don't know what it is about this one, but I'm just going to be using Wicked from Lime Crime and Makeup Monster's Redwood for now, and we'll see if I want to use that again, but those are going to be my go-to red lipsticks now, not really that one. But out of all the other colors, that's probably my least favorite one. And then the last one is Naked Dolly. I did mention this in a Products I Regret video, the smaller version, but I find with these lipsticks, you can't get an even application out of them. I don't know what it is. It takes like forever. I just think that they're way too glossy. And that is it. So please like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, CW819. My Twitter is PokerFace819. I'm sorry this video was so long. Bye!